Greetings. If you want the running and chasing with your twin flame to stop, or just at minimum feel better, maybe you're tired of feeling like shit and you're at the point where you're going, why did I meet this person? Like, what's the point of all this, right? So wherever you're at, if you're sick of feeling like crap and you're wondering why this is happening, you want there to be change, right? You want to start feeling better. The first thing you have to do, my friends, is let go of the religious belief system about twin flames. There's no twin flame religion, okay? There's no belief system. That means you have to let go a lot of the myths. The second thing you need to do is definitely watch this video all the way to the end. If you don't watch this video all the way to the end, then your suffering is going to continue. And I'm not saying that just to get clicks on my video or like help my channel, my YouTube channel or whatever. A lot of people that get on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, right? They just watch quick. You want like a quick 30-second answer. I want the answer right now. And I get it. You're in so much pain. I want the most help and I want to feel the best I possibly can in the shortest amount of time. And guys, it just doesn't work that way. You need to slow down. You need to sit down and learn about twin flames. You're going to have to watch my long form content. You need to stop with the swiping and looking for a quick answer. There's no quick answer, guys. Okay, that's a big part of the problem is we live in the fast food generation. I'm here to help you. This video is free, but it's not going to do you any good if you watch 75% of it. You need to unlearn, step one, you need to unlearn all the twin flame mythology. Step two, you need to find out what twin flames really are and why you really met them. Your twin flame is one of your past lives. This is reincarnation. Everybody says twin flames are the same soul. How? How could that be? How is it that we're the same soul? What's reincarnation? Reincarnation is a time machine. So you hop all around in time. Your twin flame is just your past life. All right, now let's get to the point of this video here. Again, I'm going to carefully, methodically, and categorically address many myths in today's video. This is step one. You got to let go of all the internet dogma, all the noise about twin flames, which is throwing you off the trail, and you're going to continue the same cycles of suffering unless you let this stuff go, guys. You got to let this stuff go. And there's a lot of people who are going to get on the internet and engage in, I guess, what you would call grandstanding. They're going to make appeals to your emotions. And there's people that are even going to believe them. And I'm going to show you an example right now. So I posted this on my Facebook page a few days ago. This is one of the twin flame myths that just won't die. And a lot of it has to do with what's called a, here, I have it pulled up here. It's a false argument, I guess, is the best way to put it, right? It's a false argument. Like, have you ever heard somebody talk about a thing called a straw man argument, right? Or a logical fallacy, or no true Scotsman, which a lot of this myth, it has to do with no true Scotsman, right? Type of argument. And here, let me just pull it up on my screen and I'll show you what I'm talking about. If my computer will work. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Computer, hello. Okay. Is it going to work? Okay. So, you can just go to Google and type in types of false arguments. And this is a really popular one. This is from yourlogicalfallacy.com. So I just want to give them props. This is not mine. Yourlogicalfallacyis.com. They did a great job of assembling all the different kinds of false arguments. So props to whoever put this together. Thank you very much. This isn't being used with permission, so I hope I don't get in trouble for this. But then again, these are just ideas that they are sharing. And they did a very nice job. Please go to their website and check it out because this is really good. Okay, so No True Scotsman, and I know you can't read this. I want you to go to their website. Go to their website and read the stuff that's on here, or just Google it. Just Google it. Types of false arguments. Right, and so we got Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, all the debate masters, and I'm talking about real debate, not arguing, which is not a debate. That's kind of the modern state of discourse in our world today. People think arguing and making fake arguments like this is debating. It's not. And right off the bat, here we go. Somebody commented on my post. We're just going to go to the bottom here first. Look at what this person said. If you are a true twin flame, do you see that? If you are a true twin flame, no true Scotsman would this, that, or the other thing. If you're really a Christian, you have to go out there and go on a mission. You got to travel around the world. And that's a real thing. Like when the Jehovah's Witnesses come to your house and knock on the door, that's called mission work. Okay. Christians, they do it too. And everybody watching, you know what I'm talking about. Like people, usually youngish people, they travel to another country. They're on a mission. Catholics, you're not a real Catholic if you don't do this thing. If you don't go to confession, if you don't do the beads, you're not a real American if you don't eat red meat, if you don't own a gun, if you don't vote this way or believe that way. You're not a real Scotsman if you don't do this, that, or the other thing. A real twin flame would do this, that, or the other thing. This is all concept. This is a belief system. And I'm not even saying that belief systems are bad, but guys, what does everybody say about twin flames? You're the same soul. Let's talk about what the great spiritual masters say is a soul. Let's talk about that real quick. Okay, so we got Krishnamurti, one of the recognized enlightened spiritual masters. The Bhagavad Gita, everybody kind of knows what this is, right? Lots of very enlightening information in there. We got the Bible, could be debatable about whether it's really a great source of information, although there was the life and times of Jesus. We got Michael Singer, Charlotte Jocko Beck. We got Eckhart Tolle, not to mention Buddha and, Hare Krishna and Ram Dass and Alan Watts and all of the enlightened spiritual masters. What are they going to tell you? You are consciousness. Consciousness is not thought. And this is the thing about New Age spiritualism. It's not spiritualism. It's not. That's like saying this is a round square. New Age spiritualism, which is a religion which loves the whole twin flame thing because it's cool and hip to meet your twin flame. Everybody wants to be a twin flame. And they make it sound like it's this special thing. And only a true twin flame is going to do their mission. And another thing that this person does in this comment, which I've seen this before too, it's sad, guys. People fall for this. Notice there are 4 people that clicked like down here, those 4 poor souls who have drank the Kool-Aid. The 4 poor souls who drank the Kool-Aid. Those poor people. You, Kurt Johnson, are pursuing your mission to help other twin flames awaken. Okay, so straw man argument, right? Back to this. That's a straw man argument. That's the most common one. So that's the first one listed on here. Straw man argument. Why is it a straw man argument? This is the fourth time I've tried to start a business, first of all. Second of all, you guys watching, most of you, you're not trying to do a mission. You come to my YouTube channel, go to the Twin Flame Success Stories playlist. Here's 3 students that are married to their twin flame and another person. She is currently living with her twin flame in a permanent relationship, presumably going to be getting married. And these lovely ladies, you know, one of them has like a government job. She works in the government sector. The other ones, they just kind of like to travel. They have just a regular, like office-y kind of job. They're not knocking on doors, going on a mission. They're not trying to help other people who met their twin flame. They're not doing any kind of like spiritual mission work. They're not doing anything like that. They're not starting YouTube channels. They're just kind of living their life with their twin flame, and they're married to their twin flame or living with their twin flame. So if it is true that, as this person says, a true twin flame is going to find their mission, if you are a true twin flame, your mission is being shown to you. Why aren't these lovely ladies doing a mission? If it is true that all twin flames have a mission, why don't all twin flames have a mission? See, here's the thing about myths like this that are this is so destructive. It's so destructive and it's so unnecessary to destroy people's lives with this kind of garbage. People are going to endlessly seek externally some kind of validation, like a mission. I got to do a mission. Instead of just going in here and remembering yourself as consciousness. Again, Buddha, Krishna, Krishnamurti, Jesus, Alan Watts, Eckhart Tolle, Paramahansa Yogananda. Okay? The great enlightened spiritual masters, they're going to tell you that mission is poppycock. It's nonsense. And these, by the way, the enlightened spiritual masters are the people who even these New Age religious people, New Age is religious. It's not spiritual. It is a belief system. It is concept. It is the mind. The enlightened spiritual masters who I've just named are the same enlightened spiritual masters that these New Agers recognize as the enlightened spiritual masters. So why the disconnect? I don't know. I think it's narcissism. They really hate to be told that you're free. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. This has got nothing to do with me being right. I want you to be free of all of this dogmatic bullshit. That is step one. How is it that I've got these students? And by the way, these aren't the only ones, guys. I've talked about this before. There are tons and tons of other people on this YouTube channel who leave comments and testimonials. They just don't appear in an interview setting because it's actually really difficult to get people to agree to give up their privacy and do an interview. Most of the time, it's going to be on one of these videos, somebody leaving a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and I showcase their comments on these videos, right? So I'll kind of go through and showcase these people, but there's a bunch of people who are married to their twin flame all over my YouTube channel. By the way, I'm very distracted by this YouTube video. Terminator versus Jesus. That's going to be a fun one. Anyway, so I got a bunch of people. I'm with my twin flame. She's making appearances on my YouTube channel, my twin flame. But I guess I'm doing a mission, even though this is the fourth time I've tried to start a business. Guys, people start businesses. Some do, some don't. Some people want to help. Other people, they just want to live their life and hang out. Why? I don't know. I've tried starting a business before. Like, so why am I doing this? Is it because I'm on a mission? No, it's because I don't know, man. I've just always kind of wanted to do this. I was a speech and debate champion in high school. I've been into public speaking for a long time. Again, if it is true that all twin flames have a mission, why aren't all twin flames doing that? And here's another thing, making twin flames this special thing. It's this special, unique thing. And there's only certain people that are doing it, right? How many people reincarnate out of all the souls incarnated on the world, in the world right now? How many people have had past lives? Let's see. All of them. So only twin flames are certain special people. No, guys, everybody has a twin flame. The problem is this term twin flame makes it sound special and cute, right? It's special and cute and stuff. It sounds romantic. The term twin flame is the first thing that I think needs to go. I prefer simultaneous incarnation because twin flame makes it sound like there's only two and it's special. And nobody seems to have any evidence, except for me, as to what twin flames could possibly really be. The common explanation that you're going to hear about twin flames is that the soul splits, which, by the way, comes from a poem written by Plato. And in said poem, he describes soulmates. He's describing soulmates in his poem. There's no like citation of evidence. There's no like explanation about how he came to that conclusion. It was just romantic prose that Plato wrote. That's where the soul splitting in two thing came from. It's called Symposium by Plato. It was a story, guys. It was romantic prose. Oh, the soul splits in two and they just love each other so much. Yeah, that's not twin flames. Your twin flame is rejecting the hell out of you right now. Guys, your twin flame is your past life, and it's easy to figure that out. That's why they run, by the way. That's why your twin flame runs. Watch these two videos, the first two videos on this playlist, especially the second one. Definitely watch the twin flames myths video. Yes, twin flames is real, but if we're going to have a real conversation about it, we need to stop making shit up, guys. I'm being a little bit fiery today. Why? Because I'm sick and tired of seeing people struggle with this. I'm tired of watching you guys suffer. And the first thing that needs to go is this kind of mythology, this kind of dogmatic religious belief system that people have created around twin flames. Everybody watching, most of you watching, you know about the twin flame cult. They've been outed as cult leaders. They were featured on Netflix fairly recently. Right? You know about those two? They're not twin flames, first of all. They are not. Right? So what is a twin flame? It's you meet somebody who used to be your past life. So again, fuck the twin flame label, right? Simultaneous incarnations. So the two cult leaders featured on Netflix, whose names I will not say, they are not simultaneous incarnations. Anyway, that's like, I see that. I see those two come out of the twin flame community and I go, well, what did you guys expect? What did you think was going to happen when you've got all this crap about mission and healing and karma and all the other myths about twin flames? There's no healing, guys. That's psychology. That's your mind. That's got nothing to do with your soul, guys. That's got nothing to do with it. I'm passionate about this. I want to help you. I want your suffering to end. And when I see people spreading these myths around, creating more victims on the internet, yeah, it kind of pisses me off. It does make me mad. I get mad, guys. Did you know Eckhart Tolle gets frustrated, sad? Not a lot, but somebody who is probably 100 lifetimes ahead of you or me in ascension, right? So this life, meeting your twin flame, this is the beginning of your ascension. But somebody like him, he's way ahead of the rest of us. We've got a ways to go, guys. But even still, he experiences emotions. Some people are even going to tell you that I'm bad and I'm mean for being upset about this stuff and for being so fiery and passionate about it. And that proves that I'm not spiritual. Guys, having emotions doesn't make you spiritual or not spiritual. You can have emotions or not have emotions and be spiritual. Anger, sadness, happiness, excitement, love, fear, all of these human experiences we have, they all come from the mind, guys. That doesn't stop. People project this Buddha caricature of perfection onto Eckhart Tolle. And it starts with people like this who are spreading the same tired old twin flame myths around. Notice in here, this person doesn't say anything about whether or not they are with their twin flame, but definitely trust this person. 100% trust this person. But the guy who's got a bunch of students married to their twin flames, fuck that guy. Me, right? Fuck him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's got a bunch of students that are married to their twin flame. He's with his twin flame. This person got no idea if they're with their twin flame, but definitely the guy who has helped people get married to their twin flame. Fuck that guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Every kind of gaslighting that you can imagine, my friends, from straw man argument. Kurt, you started a business. That proves that you're on a mission. Nobody else is doing it. Well, I don't want to say nobody, right? But most people, most of you watching, you don't want to do a mission. Most of my students aren't doing a mission. Here's another straw man argument that I saw one time. The last time I did a mission video, someone said being nice to their neighbor is a mission, or just being nice to people in general, or paying your bills on time, or being a good tipper, or picking up trash. Someone created this mission bit for twin flames, right? You took this whole mission thing and you're overlaying it on top of like totally normal human activities, like being nice to your neighbor or picking up trash. Like picking up trash off the sidewalk or something, or being nice to your waiter or waitress, or being a good tipper. That means you're on a mission. I was nice to my neighbor, and so now I'm on a mission to be nice to people. Totally normal human activity. That's how desperate people are to cling to this stuff, you guys. You really got to go watch my Twin Flames Myths video. You got to let go of this stuff, guys. This is not a religion. This is not a belief system. That's what's holding you back. Again, look at all the enlightened spiritual masters. What are they going to tell you? You are consciousness. That's not concept or thought. Experiencing yourself as consciousness. That's the soul. It's got nothing to do with any kind of actions or focusing outwardly or doing any of that kind of stuff. If you want to go do those things, then by all means, I am. But I'll tell you what, guys, I like talking to people. I'm good at it. I've been in public speaking for a long time. I did customer service for decades. I'm in my zone, you guys. Not everybody can do what I'm doing. And again, most people don't want to. That's the whole straw man argument part of this myth about mission. Well, Kurt, you're doing it. I love it when they do that, by the way. That is the most fake argument I've ever heard in my life. Well, you're doing it, Kurt. Yeah, well, all these other people, they're not. Most people are not. Well, they're not a real twin flame then. They're not a true twin flame. Okay, so all true Scotsmen, there's the all true, or what is it called? I think it's all true Scotsmen. No true Scotsman. No true Scotsman would not do a mission, right? If you're not really an American, if you don't eat red meat, you're not a Christian if you don't do these things, get married or have kids or whatever. You're not a twin flame if you don't do this. And again, what is a twin flame? one of your past lives. Somebody who met a person who they used to be in a past life, which means technically every damn person on earth is a twin flame. Again, with the label twin flame. Is this all starting to make sense, guys? Is this starting to gel? You're not going to get anywhere with this. You are going to keep going through the same cycles of pain and suffering if you don't start with these mythologies. You got to let this stuff go, guys. The soul is not a belief system. Consciousness is not a belief system. You are not going to become consciousness by taking actions, doing some kind of a mission. And by the way, you can't become consciousness. That's the whole thing. You ask any enlightened spiritual master, you're enlightened. How did you do it? They're going to go, well, when I got to enlightenment, I realized that what took me so long is that I was trying to get here. And you're like, what? What am I supposed to do? Well, the thing is, the you who is asking is the mind, the thinking, the emotions. It's the mind, it's duality, it's concept, it's past, future. I'm here, I got to get there to some outcome. That's the mind, guys. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with the mind, but that's what that is. The mind wants to become because it is duality, it is separation. Oh, there's another thing we got to talk about. Now, consciousness, you already are that. There's no becoming that. The mind wants to become, and the mind can become things, not consciousness. The mind can become this, that, or the other thing. But the one thing the mind will never become is consciousness. You already are consciousness. You are not that which is trying to understand me here. And all of these twin flame myths, this is what's holding you back, guys, because it's keeping you stuck in thinking and trying to find the answer out there somewhere and understand and get to a goal. When what's really going on is you already are your twin flame. Here's another thing that I need to address that this person said. This is another, again, this is the typical twin flame garbage on the internet, you guys. Where is it? Oh, right here. Once the energetic union happened, what a cop out. Where's your twin flame? Are you guys together? Are you guys talking? Are you hanging out? Are minimum at least friends. Like, you don't have to be with your twin flame. It doesn't matter if you're with your twin flame, but one thing that is going to happen for sure, you guys, if you let go of the dogma and embrace this journey properly, is your twin flame is going to at least be talking to you. Even if you guys are just friends or acquaintances or whatever, there's not going to be any more ghosting. This, every time you hear this energetic union, I know that's a cop-out. Here's why. That's not what that word means. Union is not a stage. It's not a relationship status. Think about this for a second. Separation, union. Why do we use those words? Why do we use those words, guys? Why do we use those words? I made a video about this. Why do we use those words? Have you ever in your life had somebody go, hey, man, I met this person and we dated for a while and yeah, they dumped me and now we are in separation and I have to do all this healing to get into union. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Who does that? Most people, they just say, hey, we broke up, or they're not talking to me, or we're together. Why does it have to be separation, union? Why are we using those words as indicators of our relationship status with our twin flame, who is just one of your past lives? Don't you think that's kind of weird that we're using that lingo? Here's another lingo, detaching. What is that? And don't you think it's interesting how you got to be a twin flame, which is an identity. You're not a real twin flame unless you do your mission and you do your healing and all this other stuff, right? It's become an identity, which is not the soul. Consciousness is not an identity. That's one of the first things. One of the first things Eckhart Tolle is going to teach you, one of the enlightened spiritual masters, Eckhart Tolle, the modern day Buddha. The mind is identity forms, guys. The soul is beyond form. It's beyond identity. It's the formless, timeless essence of self. But I digress. You got to do all this shit to become that which you already are. Doesn't make any sense, but okay, here we go. I'm going to do all this stuff to get my twin flame to come back and be with me and talk to me again. And I have to detach. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. I got to detach and I got to do a bunch of shit. The mind is doing, guys. And that's fine. That's the mind. That's not bad. That's just what that is. The conscious observer is who you really are. That's your soul, guys. So what's up with union and separation? Well, go watch this video right here, my friends. I already made a video about that. Why do we use those words? Separation and union, which union comes from the word unity, unity consciousness. Those are states of consciousness, guys. The ego mind is separation. The ego mind is separation. The ego mind is separation. Why? Because it's duality. I am here, you are over there. That makes an us. That makes a we. We are separate. So the body and the mind are these mental and physical forms. Mental and physical forms. The body and the mind, where you experience separateness. These are from the Zen traditions, guys. The teachings of separation and union are thousands of years old, long before anybody ever figured out twin flames. This comes from like the Tao and shit like that. It's got nothing to do with twin flames. Unity consciousness, which is where the word union came from, is where you experience yourself as one. There's no other. And that's the truth of you and your other self, your twin flame, your simultaneous incarnation. There's not two of you, guys. The question is, what is you? Because you think that you are a thinker or a physical body. That's not who you are. You don't need to do anything about any of that. You don't need to do a mission. You don't need to do healing. If you want to do healing, totally fine. But that's psychology. By the way, you know, almost every psychologist and therapist and psychiatrist today at some point is going to tell somebody to do mindfulness meditation. That happens the majority of the time with their patients. That's what they recommend. Interesting. So even conventional psychology is starting to figure this out. Psychology, like working on the mind, it doesn't work unless there is a you who is able to reach into the engine compartment of the mind and mess around with things, rearrange things. So who is the you that is working with the mind? Right, you are consciousness. You are formless. There's no struggle, guys. There's nowhere for you to get to. You can't even fix the mind, healing, without being a spiritual, formless me, self, in the first place. Healing, fine, but spiritual comes first. What is spiritual? I am. I am. Consciousness. Spiritual is not crystals and being a star seed and even reincarnation. Maybe a little bit reincarnation, I suppose. But ultimately, it's just non-duality. It's consciousness. You experience yourself as the awareness of thinking and emotion. The thinker is what believes, I got to go do all this shit. I got to fix all this shit. Consciousness just is. Again, this isn't what I think. This is why I'm the world's #1 twin flame coach. All I'm doing is sharing with you the tried and true traditional Zen teachings. The tried and true traditional Zen teachings. Guys, again, the New Agers that are spreading all of this crap about mission and healing, which is all doing and psychology, they recognize the great spiritual masters, or do they? I mean, if you were to ask them, they would go, yeah, those are the masters. Okay, well, then why are you telling people to do all this stuff that the masters would tell you to not do? They're just going to give you a word salad answer, or they're going to tell you, well, you're not a real twin flame. And again, what is a twin flame? Fucking everybody's a twin flame. Did you meet another incarnation of your soul? I don't know. Go watch my complete twin flame signs video. Where is it? I had it pulled up a second ago. Oh, there it is. It's long. Again, this isn't a bumper sticker, guys. This is not a bumper sticker. You're not going to learn this in a hot 5 minutes. You need to go watch my long form content. Yes, this video is almost 2.5 hours long. Go watch it. If you really want to know, if you met your twin flame, and if you really want to know what to do about all this, you're going to have to slow down, guys. You're going to have to learn about this stuff. There's no other way. And again, the only thing that the naysayers have are straw man arguments, no true Scotsman arguments, or gaslighting. No, not gaslighting, triangulation. I guess that would be triangulation. So triangulation, Kurt, he gets upset, he looks triggered, he seems like mad or something about the mythology, which why wouldn't you be? But anyway, look at the way he's acting. This isn't the way a spiritual person acts. So that's what's called triangulation, okay? So triangulation is where you go, well, this person doesn't do what you're doing. So that proves that I'm good and you're bad. Triangulation. There's the narcissist, you, and then this other person that you're being compared to. And it's usually not even true. Because again, Jesus, you know what Jesus did one time? He stormed into the temple and started chasing people around with a whip, flipping over tables, cussing. He got really pissed one time. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Another time in the book of John, Jesus cried. He cried. He wept. Eckhart Tolle, he gets sad. He gets frustrated. You know who I found out about that from? Eckhart Tolle. He's going to tell you enlightenment doesn't mean that you're not going to have emotions, dude. That's not what that is. As long as you're in this physical vessel, there's going to be feelings. So all the phony ass arguments that people can use to attack me, it's not going to work, guys. That's all they got. They got straw man arguments, no true Scotsman. They got narcissism. That's all they got, guys. They don't have any solid foundational basis for the things that they're saying. I do. I can point to 6,000 years of the Zen traditions. I can point to all of the great spiritual masters telling you there's nothing for you to do or become, guys. You can be free today. And that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. All right. I think you guys get it. I think you guys get it. Yes, I'm frustrated. I'm really tired of watching you guys struggle out there. I'm sick of it. And I'm never going to stop trying to reach you and set you free. I'm never going to stop, you guys. Get on this journey proper. Go check out the Twin Flame Science playlist on my YouTube channel. Go check out the True Twin Flame Teachings playlist on my YouTube channel. It's free, guys. Free 99, or sign up for my coaching. It's not expensive. All right. I love you guys. Good luck out there. Watch out for the wolf in sheep's clothing.